right, it seems to be the hot new phone from Verizon, the Blackberry Storm.
It is so cool. It's the first time Blackberry's created a phone without a physical keyboard. It's all touchscreen and taking on the iPhone. Fox 13's tech junkie Kirk Yankee has been testing it out for a few weeks now. All right, let's check it out, Kirk.
Yeah, here it is. The cool factor, I mean, through the roof on this thing. It is definitely the phone that everyone wants to see, everyone wants to play with. It's Blackberry's first foray into the touchscreen world. You know, Blackberries are known for their solid, easy-to-use keyboards. So this was a huge step for the company, but got the iPhones out there, they got to compete. For that reason, though, they did things a little bit different than other companies. As you may have seen in the commercials, the Blackberry Storm touchscreen actually has a click to it. When the keyboard is on the screen, you can put your finger over the keys, actually touch the screen, but your key punch won't register until you actually click on the screen. It's very different, and once you get used to it, it's a nice interface. I do like the click. The problem is many current Blackberry users are so fast on their keyboards that they're hitting a key as they pull their finger off the previous one. So the Storm's not going to let you do that. It slows you down a tiny bit. You will get used to it, though. The screen is gorgeous. Movies look amazing. The sound out of this thing is really good for a cell phone. Verizon built in some of their typical features, GPS navigation, picture messaging. They also added visual voicemail, which I love. You can check voicemail messages without dialing into your voicemail. You just tap the message and it plays it for you. That is nice. Plus, the web browser lets you view full web pages. It's much better than previous Blackberry web browsers. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the catch. The Storm is a little bit sluggish. Sometimes when you flip the screen, you know, the on-screen stuff will flip too, but it takes a little bit too long. Sometimes going from one menu to another just doesn't seem to happen quite fast enough. It can be a little bit frustrating. Also, the battery life is decent, but it's not what other Blackberry users are used to. This big screen sucks up a lot of juice. Verizon is updating the software to fix some of these little quirks. They actually just released an update on Friday. More are going to come. So these problems are going to be worked out. There's no question about that. I think the Storm is great for current Blackberry users who have to stick with the Blackberry, especially for work, or they just love the Blackberry, but they want to get into the touchscreen phone craze. This is a great way to do that. For the rest of us, it might be a good idea maybe to wait a month or so, kind of let them work out some of these kinks, and then, you know, see how it goes. Or go to the Verizon store and play with it first. I think that's a good idea. $200, not a bad price. You got to get a contract, of course, but they may be hard to find. Talking to the Verizon people, they say these things have been selling like crazy.
Coolness factor way up.
You had it for the weekend. Did you?
Everybody wants to check it out.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to play with it. I love the touch on it, but it did freeze up a couple of times.
Just a little slow sometimes.
slow.
Like I said, hopefully they'll work those kinks out.
Thanks, Kirk.
More on my blog at myfoxutah.com.